Yo, 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 yo. This is just a test. I repeat, this is just a test. This is just a test. Let me see who in the chat. How y'all liking this? The streamer setup. Byron G, what's good? Lakaya Brooks, what up? SS, what's good? Let me see. Garrett Clueless, Rocky McGee, SS. Let me see. Elbow. um, yeah, man. Just welcome to the Decipher chat. This is just me saying how this stuff work. Gabriel Aguilar. Shout out to you, Dante, Rusty. Yeah, I don't have anything to talk about. I just finally got a hold of Streamlabs or StreamYard, excuse me. Got the pro version, so I just wanted to make sure that it sounded and looked good. So, how do I sound in the chat? Let me know that. How do I sound in the chat? And how does the camera quality look? Because the last time that me and DJ went live, it was terrible. And y'all held us down and y'all didn't go too crazy on us, but I didn't know how bad it was until after the stream was over. I felt terrible. Okay, sound good. Okay. I got about 20 minutes before I get out of here. What y'all want to talk about? Anything in music y'all want to discuss? Appreciate you, Rusty. Appreciate everybody that's let me know what it sound like in the chat. First topic, let's go into it. We got like 15, 20 minutes while we testing everything out. What we gonna talk about real quick? When I know what we're not talking about. We're not talking about the Jay-Z case. Appreciate you, Lakaya. 30 for 30. Okay, let me see if I can play it. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. My bad. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Hold up. Hold on. Can y'all hear that? I can't hear it, but can y'all hear it? Oh, so why can't I hear it? Duh. Okay, let's see what's going on. I'm deleting this video. I just wanted to see what it sounded like. And I've heard somebody saying that this could potentially be a Drake shot. Um, but I don't really want to dig into like the potential of this being another shot. I mean, it definitely could be. Um, but we'll see because like I haven't really this nigga from what I heard, it sound like, but it just like the audio to video seems off compared to the regular videos. Audio of the song. Um, I don't know. That's why I'm trying to like. This is really just a test. I'm just trying to see what stuff sound like. So we going through the growing pains. But yeah, like the tenderness of him in comparison to Wagyu Steak. I saw that. I mean, well, I heard it. I mean, he could be additionally shooting at him. Um, the video you're reacting to needs to be more clear. Voice audio is good. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we'll come up out of that. But yeah, I don't really I'm not like super moved by it, as far as it being a diss or anything like that. But if we need to, we'll do a I'll let DJ do a reaction because he said he hasn't heard it yet. But if anything, he just popping general shit. You feel what I'm saying? So um oh, okay. So it's when I added it in. Okay. Okay. Um well yeah, when we doing reactions, we'll probably just do it the old way until I learn how to properly do that. But yeah, as far as the verse, I really like Kendrick verse. Um, he still has a touch of that like crash out energy. You know what I mean? So like, as long as he's in that and he's standing on what happened, because like people want him to be over the battle, but it's like, bro, this might be the biggest rap battle of all time and you want him to not have a full victory lap, that's insane. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it until I feel like I don't want to do it no more. You can't tell me if I beat you up when to stop celebrating beating you up. What's good, Jen? We're in this weird space now where everything Dot says will be interpreted as an Aubrey diss. I mean, yeah, but also it's kind of like that with Drake too. It's just people want, and it's not just fans, it's media too. So you know what I mean? It's gonna be like that probably for the rest of their careers. You know what I mean? Until they actually piece it up, it's gonna be like that. Exactly, Rocky. It's up and it's stuck. Like we gotta think about the links that these individuals went to in this rap battle. You feel what I'm saying? Like they said some crazy stuff to each other. So now anytime that they talk that braggadocio, um, especially referring to just in general, referring to rappers, people are going to think that they're mentioning each other again. And that's just something that they won't be able to escape from unless they piece it up. And if you heard Whacked Out Murals, that's not happening. Kendrick said he not piecing it up because he took that putting money in the street stuff way differently than maybe even Drake intended it to be taken. You feel what I'm saying? He said, nah, bro, like where I'm from, when you put money in the street, you want somebody gone. You know what I'm saying? Look at what happened to Nip. God rest his soul. It's a lot of complicated street stuff behind what happened to him. But there's a rumor of, allegedly, there's a rumor that was some coordinated street stuff. So, and that's in LA. So, with Kendrick being so close to Nip and just LA, period, like if that was to happen to me, I'm going to take that a completely different way than you just trying to dig up some dirt. Yeah, he didn't. He did not. Michelle Marbell. He definitely did not understand what that was gonna do. He did not. He genuinely doesn't like Drake as a human. Yes, yeah. Dante. He doesn't, bro. That's the only way you can really make a song like Meet the Grams. You gotta just have a pure disdain for the type of person that somebody is. And I don't think that they have like ever had the closest friendship. But I think now he didn't have to pretend no more. Like I despise everything about you, Drake. Like, I don't like your braids. I don't like the way you say the N word. I don't really like nothing about you for real. And most of all, I hate what you represent. He said in Whacked Out Murals and in Watch the Party Down. Yeah, yeah. That was an amazing song too. If you haven't seen the reaction to that, go watch that. And also, if you are in the chat, in this test chat, and you have yet to see our Gloria reaction that Gloria breakdown that we put out today, go check that out. Go check out our Man at the Garden. Um, Go check out our Dolce lyric breakdown because we put a lot of time into those breakdowns. So I want y'all to show up for the breakdowns like y'all show up for the reactions too now. Got to, because that's a labor of love going through the process of doing that. And I saw I put up a poll in the community chat. Well, not necessarily a poll. I put up a post and y'all said y'all want to see the damn in-depth album reaction. And when I say in-depth, I mean whatever y'all think that we've been doing is more deeper than that. Like it might be like 4 or 5. It might be like a series breaking that album down. So y'all said y'all want it. Sometime in early 2025, y'all gonna get it. I just want y'all to be. I want y'all to show up for those because we're gonna put a lot of time into those. You feel what I'm saying? So like, it ain't just the oohs and the ahs of like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's tens of hours into doing research and all that other stuff. And I'm not begging. I'm just saying, if 50,000 people can pull up to a reaction, just let me get 12, 15, you know what I'm saying, for album breakdown. So we can show YouTube that those are still appreciated. Because that's what it's for too, man. Like creating a community around just the intelligent discourse. Like we redefining what reactions are with this channel. At least I feel like it, but those album breakdowns and lyric breakdowns for songs and stuff, that's gonna do a lot too. Can you also play the song when you deep dive? Not if we want it to be monetized. And I'm saying that respectfully. So if we start doing stuff like that, it'll have to be a Patreon and a members exclusive. Because as soon as that song get played, is no monetization period. Is no monetization possible for those. And we want to make some money from some of this stuff, guys. So breakdown Triple X and Fear in particular, those songs are very nuanced and deep. That's a fact. Especially Fear. Especially Fear. So yeah, just the 3 points in his life, the 7, 17, and 27, and how the fear was different. You know what I mean? As you grow up, if you have spent your life living in fear and you just find different things to be afraid of. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's definitely a good one. And the duality of Triple X. Yeah. That'll be dope. Yeah. For sure. Double S reading the lyrics will have to be the move. Now, shout out to Gen X Gemini. I've watched the breakdowns a few times. I appreciate you and DJ having grown as connections to the lyrics for sure. Because a lot of the time, okay, well, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Number one, I Skip am doing a collaborative live stream tomorrow with a what's up? Give me like 5, 10 minutes. I'm gonna get out.
Oh, you on like live?
Yeah, I'm on live.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, you want you want you want to stick your head in here?
No, when you said you was testing, I
I
thought you.
was. This is it's just a test, but people showed up, so we talking.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but
Hello, people.
yeah, but what was I saying? Okay, so we doing uh I'm doing a collaboration tomorrow with a YouTuber by the name of Foxy Blue, and we are going to discuss Kendrick Lamar and the duality of the Gemini spirit. I think we're gonna go live about 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Show up for that because like the channel. A lot of people have come to the channel by way of Kendrick Lamar, so I feel like this conversation that we having tomorrow is gonna be great for just looking using the music to take a deeper look uh into the person. So I think that's gonna be a really dope conversation. We talked today, and she kind of had me scared because she's very prepared. You know what I mean? And you ever heard of the Melody Bros? You should check them out. They got a podcast and speak about music on the caliber y'all do. I've seen them on Instagram, but I haven't watched anything of theirs on YouTube. I really like their setup. I think it's dope what they're doing right now. But I haven't really got a chance to sit down like because once you become a content creator, believe it or not, you don't really have time to watch other people. I try to. Um I watch Absa F and Lulu. I watch her sometimes when I'm at my second job. We got a collab coming too. I spilled the beans on that. That'll be next week. Um, Me and DJ will be on board for that one. We'll be talking about Kendrick as well, but we'll be more so talking about his pursuit of faith throughout his career. And oh, let's say Elbow said that's a crazy name, Elbow. Tread lightly when speaking on us sweet little Gemini. Man, I tell you what, I know intimately two Geminis. My mother-in-law is one, and one of my homeboys from when we had our previous podcast, he's a Gemini. Y'all are a special kind of people. I'll say that. Y'all are a special kind of people. Yeah, I'll say that. Um, Bruh, Dante, um, I would love that actually. Um, Justin Hunt is one of the people in the journalism space that I look up to. I have been a fan of Justin Hunt for a long time. And then once I kind of lost him, once he kind of fell back from Hip Hop DX, because for a while I was just listening to music. I wasn't doing any of this. So I kind of lost touch with him. But once I got into creating content on YouTube, I found him again. Um, and bro, he one of the ones. And I just recently got tapped back in with Torre. I would also like to do something with him. He's a great journalist, and he's one of the journalists that Justin Hunt looks up to. Oh, your wife a Gemini. Yeah, they're special, bro. Hey, tread light when speaking on the Gemini. How many Geminis in here? We can switch. I know. I know. Yeah, I definitely know y'all can switch it up. That's y'all thing. That's y'all thing. Y'all like Harvey Dent for real, for real. It's cool though. We appreciate y'all, but y'all definitely like on some Harvey Dent type time. Uh yeah, I would like that. Say, hey, y'all get in his comments and tell him to pull up on me. Pull up on me. Yeah, I've been watching that. So okay, so the people I do watch, like I said, I watch Absa. Um Foxy Blue doesn't do this type of content for real, but I watch her sometimes. I watch Curtis King sometimes. I watch Rob Markman, pretty much that cast. The person I like to watch, but I don't really get a chance to is Professor Scott. His his deep dives have me like, dang man, I wish I had 10 more hours in the day so I could sit down and craft stuff like that. Cause perfect world. I would like to do more long form, like video essay type stuff, like a FD signifier. I just don't have the time. I don't have the time to do that. And we've made a lot of ground doing this. So we just gonna continue to recreate what it means to do a reaction and do these lyric breakdowns and stuff like that. And then we'll start to venture out as I get more time. But yeah, Rob Markman is dope. I've been on Rob Markman for a long time. I remember when he interviewed Kendrick for To Pimp a Butterfly. That was an amazing interview. That if y'all haven't seen his interview with Kendrick for To Pimp a Butterfly, y'all need to go see that. Oh, and I used to watch this channel all the time, Dead End Hip Hop. I used to watch Dead End Hip Hop all the time. And I just watched Elbow. I just watched the John Hinge did a video on Adolf Schultz. I saw that too. I saw that too. I was like, bro, really tripping. He got him out. He got him right though. And I think everybody watched What's the Dirt at least once until he tripped out on Justin, and then it was over with for him. And now he doing whatever he doing in the ether of black adjacent hip hop. Okay, so Sway, since I got the chance on a worldwide tip, UK got a rapper by the name of Gets, bruh, bruh. I don't even need to read the rest of your let me see. Hold on 1 second. I just listened to that. If you can see it, it's out of focus. But on purpose with purpose by Gets. I haven't gotten all the way through my album of the year because we're working through 100 albums to get to our top 25. But Gets, that album is really good. That album is really good. Every time we do an album of the year list, we come across UK artists that can really rap. I think the first year we did it, we came across Little Sims, and then the next year we came across Dave, and this time we came across Gets. He's a talented rapper, bro. He can really, really rap. So Conflict of Interest, I'm gonna check that out. I appreciate that. Let me see what Dante, What's the Dirt got beautifully packed up. I loved it. Like I tagged Justin Hunt on Instagram and wrote him a little note, and yeah, he ended up reposting it or whatever. Because I was like, bro, that's how you do it as a journalist. That's how you tell somebody apart constructively with tact. Like he destroyed him, completely annihilated him, and now it's to the point where, bro, there's no point in watching him because now he literally put him on the same path that Kendrick put Drake on with that video. Natara, I refuse to watch What's the Dirt for sure. Me too. After what he did, after that crash out, it was over with. Like you don't talk to a legend like that. Like trying to talk down to him after you showed love and then try to apologize on the in private. Nah, we're not doing that. We definitely not doing that. Let me see. Let me see. Rob Markham is dope. You watch uh Showface the Mayor? I don't. I see him all the time in my algorithm, but I don't watch him. Because I like I'm really um yeah, I just don't watch him. Because if we talking about the same dude, yeah, I don't watch him. I don't dislike him, but I don't. He hasn't won me over with his content though enough to keep it interesting in here. Culture United, yeah, man. I tell y'all what. If he send me an email, I'm gonna come on live after I read the email, and y'all will get to see my honest reaction. Uh, Crazy enough, Justin Hunt subscribed to the YouTube maybe 2 months ago. I had did a video on is hip hop journalism dead, and shortly after that he subscribed, and I was tripping because I was going through the stuff on the YouTube on like the backside of YouTube, and I saw he had subscribed, and I was like mind blown because it's different when the people you look up to in the space when they can see you. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so we really doing something. So if Michelle, my bad, it was definitely his euphoria. It was definitely his euphoria. He definitely tried to apologize in private. He sent him private messages after that 15-minute um crash out he did on Twitter. You got to go and watch. It says you got to go watch Justin Hunt's response if it's still up. Yeah, he tried to apologize in private, and that was wild. Do you believe in the deluxe theory? Elaborate, McBeth. Read my soul is cool too. What is that, elbow? Um, yeah, they keep showing. They definitely keep showing because a part of who is he, Gen X? Who is he? You saying Justin's been in the chats before and I missed it? That's crazy. Deluxe theory. Kendrick has a park. Um. Oh, okay. Okay. I check him out then. Read my soul. Okay, so that's a content creator. Okay, cool, 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 cool. A person that I just recently started watching is Deleted. Like he's basically like that person that says what you be worried about your chat about your channel. You know what I mean? If you just don't come in with that type of energy, you be worried about saying what he says and the way he said. But I love it because he does it so eloquently. Shout out to Cool Breeze, new subscriber. Bruh, deleted is the guy. He's gonna be one of them guys. I just think he's gonna go into a space that doesn't really do collaborations because his entire thing is like this anti-hero off-screen type of thing. And he said he want to get into like doing like making movies and stuff like that. So, but yeah, he dope though. Um, he definitely a villain. But he the villain everybody need. Everybody need that one person who's willing to tell the truth the ugly way, so people who trying to run away from the truth can get it. Like everybody got that family member like, no, no, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna go and tell him, and that's deleted. But deleted gonna do it on the phone. He's not gonna pull up to your house and do it. Let me see. Let me see. Dang, I wish I would have seen that. But Michelle, my bill. I think so. I just don't know how I feel about it being a deluxe because I just don't want a few more songs, especially if a song like the other, like the snippet for Gen X come out. If that's on a deluxe, I'm gonna be kind of tight because I was envisioning that being on a whole new album. Hold on. Yeah, I was envisioning that being on a different album. You heard of Thought Crimes? I think I have. I haven't watched anything though. I checked them out, so I need to check out Read My Soul, Thought Crimes, uh, and who else? Who else did y'all recommend? Now, just know if I get too deep into this stuff and I stop pushing content, y'all just gave me some great channels to go check out. Cause I already seen John Hinged culture, but it's good to hear uplifting music. Okay, okay. Kayla, at Dante, and apart from his discography, he is okay. So yeah, you're not talking to me. You're not talking to me. I think we're being chipped by throwaways, and the real album is coming. I feel like it's almost disrespectful in a way to say that, just for the production value of GNX. It's so good. Like I haven't, like I said, I haven't done my album of the year listing, but off replay value, Blue Lips and GNX are my top two albums of the year. Now, when we get to actual quality and all concepts and all that stuff, really breaking it down, I don't know what it'll be. But yeah, I just don't want to call it throwaways because like I just can't sit with the fact that Reincarnated is a throwaway or Man at the Garden or but I do feel like it was just continued energy. Like I feel like he got rejuvenated with what happened in the battle. I just think he had like he the song he played with uh what's the name of that song? Latest Greatest Inspiration. Like I think this energy that he got from Drake helped him create this project. And I think, you know what I'm saying, it helped him piece it together because he probably had songs like Man at the Garden and maybe Reincarnated and the Hard Part 6 possibly. And I think the energy that he exchanged with Drake helped him put it all together. She said, I love Gen X. I don't mean in the disrespectful way. I just don't think they fit with what is coming. Okay, now I can see that, and that's why I think another album is coming because that other song, and like y'all said, the quality ain't. It kind of shifts when I put a song in, but the GNX trailer song that is an album cut. I cannot see that on a deluxe unless it's like a scissor type deluxe where it's another 15 songs. You know what I mean? But other than that, I don't want that and two more songs tacked on this Gen X. I'm gonna be pissed off. Yeah, because that when I saw that and I heard that the album dropped and I saw Gen X was on there, I thought that was that song. And when I got to it, I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? But then I had to cleanse my mind of what I thought Gen X was gonna be, and I actually like Gen X now. Um, Let me see. I would also prefer a new project rather than a deluxe, but I think he's gonna drop something Gen X related after the tour to keep the hype going for the entire year. I think maybe if I think if he drops it, I think he's gonna drop it before the tour and have a lot to go into the tour with. Because I also think a lot of the songs from this project, okay, you got TV off, Hey Now, he could probably come out to the. I don't know if he could walk. Could he start the tour with Whacked Out Murals? Could he do that? Because a lot of those songs he can't necessarily perform at a stadium. So I think he got if he's gonna drop an album, if there's another album in the tuck, he's gonna drop it before or around the Super Bowl, so people can prepare for when the tour starts. Um so they can be ready for that. And yeah, like Gar said, the Hard Part 6 is on there. He only does that before the album drops. The Hard Part 5 was added to Mr. Morale as a bonus track, but it wasn't on the original cut. I think it's going to All Eyes on Me. That's right here too, actually. Um that would be dope. It's just crazy that he's gonna put them together like after the fact, which is insane. Shout out to Cole. Hey, this is a channel that y'all need to watch. BYNK Media. This is a channel that y'all need to watch. Y'all was telling me about channels I need to watch. After this, do me a favor and go subscribe to my guy channel. That's my guy Cole. He is, and I say this every time I get a chance. Cole from BYNK Media is the reason why a lot of this exists. He is the reason. He gave me an opportunity when all I was doing was posting album reviews on Facebook. I did my first actual write up for an independent radio station or just radio network under BYNK Radio in Birmingham, Alabama. So Cole is my guy. And if y'all rock with me, go give Cole a subscription and go check out the content that he does on his channel. Because I'm finna tell y'all about another collaboration. Me and Cole from BYNK Media in 2025 are going to do a 2024 year end um review for 2024 year end review where we're gonna talk about all the stuff that happened. So we're gonna do that collaboration because my boy moved to the UK. He moved to the UK and did I not tell you this, Cole? I think I told you. I think I told you about that. I think I mentioned it when I DM'd you. But yeah, we're gonna do that sometime in probably late January, early February, around Grammy time, around Grammy Super Bowl time, because I think the music industry is gonna slow down uh after such a big fourth quarter. So it'll give us time to like talk about some stuff that happened. Because 2024 was one of the biggest years in recent hip hop history. At least it's top 3 or 4 years in the 2000s, and that's something that I that's a reason I want to talk about it. Are you and DJ doing your top albums, features, songs, etc. for 2024? Yes, We are doing okay, Michelle Marbell. For our paid subscribers, we are doing this thing called Road to 100. And we have 100 albums that we are going through to get to our top 25 albums of the year. And we're going to post an album. I mean, we're going to post a video on our Patreon and our YouTube members. And if you want to join, you'll be able to see these, but it'll be every 5 albums we'll do an episode. So it'll be a total of 20 episodes where we will give like brief synopsis on those 5 albums that we listen to. And then we're gonna go through that till we get to those 20 episodes, and then we'll do a formal deciphered fashion top 25 list. And it would probably be 2 episodes. Um the thing is with that, I don't know how to find the join tab on YouTube, but it'll be better as far as the content that's already up if you join the Patreon, and that is embedded in the description. And if you just want access to those types of videos and early access to the stuff that we put on YouTube, it's $2. If you want exclusive stuff, we got a $7 tier, we got a $14 tier. And then 2025, we're gonna start doing a lot more stuff focused on those higher tiers, like more personalized stuff. One of the things we got going that we're gonna start in January is we're gonna let somebody who's in that $14 tier produce and feature on that episode for the month. So let's say, Michelle, if you join the $14 tier, and I'm not asking you to, I'm just saying, I'm because we talking about it. If you joined it and I came across your name as the member for February, we will contact you, send you an email, and be like, hey, we're gonna give you the option to build out the topic list for this episode. And if you would like to, we're gonna add you on this StreamYard, and you're gonna come on and you're gonna discuss these topics with us. And we'll do that for our paid subscribers, so that tier would get it. So therefore, all the tiers would get it, but you have the ability to actually be on the show. Our guy for January, he said he wanted to do it, but he would rather just be behind the scenes. So he's gonna build out the topic that we discuss. So yeah, we want to offer that to the people who pay that amount of money, because we have a podcast over there that's monthly, and once we get a good amount of people in that membership, we'll bring it down to bi-weekly, because that's just um another thing to add to it. And if I can find somebody to edit, we'll do it bi-weekly or weekly. It's just so much, we only have so much time in a day to create all that content. And I don't want to shortchange y'all with quality, cutting corners just to say that we putting stuff up. Is it like a subscription? Because I need it to be on autopay. Yeah, it'll be on autopay. If you join the Patreon, it's just like any other thing. You select the tier you want to be in, and it drafts out. It drafts out monthly. It's cool, man. If you want to, come on over there and check it out. Join the $2 tier, see what's already over there. If you like it, I think we got previews for the stuff in the higher tiers. And if you like it, join it, and become a Dakota. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be one of them people who gonna be begging people, because if you get over there and you don't want to be there, you're gonna leave anyway. So you know what I'm saying? If you want to join that community, I will always say if you want to, you know what I mean? Come on over. But I'll be glad when this is your full-time job, no more time constraints away. Man, perfect world. I'll be able to quit these 2 jobs I got and spend a lot of time curating this. And that'll take this channel to the next level, because I'll be able to contribute daily. You know what I mean? Like if I can just edit an episode in a day, it'll like it the opportunities to do stuff will be limitless, because I just have so much time. But right now I'm working like that's 70 hours a week and uh doing this stuff. So it's always been a labor of love. So I'm not complaining at all. I love it. My favorite stuff to do for this channel is stuff y'all don't see. You know what I mean? I love the producing side. I love like cutting angles. Like I be feeling like Kanye or Pharrell behind the scenes. Like when I find like a little piece or something, like I tap that button and get it to work. I'm like, ooh, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, 7 hours a week. Um, I work for the federal government in my day job. That's all I can tell you about that. And then I got a second job that I can't really tell you about. But yeah, I work two jobs and it's total about 7 hours a week. But but yeah, man, I'm trying to see. Do y'all have anything that y'all want to discuss in this last 10 minutes or so of this test? This went much longer than I intended. Peekaboo and Silent Hill apparently is related to Triple X. I heard that. I haven't watched the video on the theory like I was supposed to, but I heard that. But a part of me doesn't want to delve into the death of that man and start connecting it to stuff in rap because at the end of the day, somebody died, and I take that really serious. Uh, Jen, are you talking to me? How am I doing? I'm great, actually. We got a collab tomorrow. Great episode came out today. Um, shit, I'm doing good. How y'all doing? Don't go to I don't want to. Like anytime something happens like lit that's deeper than rap, I don't really get into it because my energy is very important to me. Um, I try not to I try not to get into that stuff because I can't cleanse it like once I see stuff. Um, it sits with me for a very, very long time. Speaking into this is a full-time content. Yeah, yeah. And when it happens, y'all will know. Y'all will be like, dang, nigga live at the computer, don't it? um JMO, what's good? What's good? A popular opinion. GNX is a great song. I love it. I love it. Um, I'm trying to get my wife to like it. Like it's like the dude who do the last part. What's his name? But the dude when they just cut the beat out, it's coming down to the wire. Get on my board to build the shit. I love that part, man. It's like that shit is just so LA. It's so gangster. You feel what I'm saying? Like I love every song on that album. Like that and Blue Lips are the only two albums that I can play front to back in 2024 so far and not skip and not have a desire to skip any song. Babe, what's happening? It's coming down to the wire. Young Threat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Young Threat. Okay, I see that capital H, so I know what he's connected to. If you did that on purpose. Nah, that man did whatever they say he did. I'm not saying he didn't. I just don't want to delve into it. Like, Hitter is was Hitter the Peso was first, and I think Hitter was second. So Young Threat was third. Yeah. Yeah, my bought to build the shit. Get it down with the pliers. Blue Lips, Lost Times is my favorite on the album. Man. Germany 86 is one of them ones too. But Lost Times is super fire. I love the transitions of that album, how it goes from turned up songs to some of Schoolboy Q's best rapping in his entire career. Believe it or not, Schoolboy Q has and has is and has always been the second best behind Kendrick and TDE. He got two classic albums to me. He got Blank Face LP, which is a classic, and then he has Blue Lips. And I think Blue Lips is a perfect album. That's the only like my Kendrick fandom. I just be like, bro, I love this album, but I think right now I still got Blue Lips as the best album this year. And I think I really think Schoolboy Q deserved that. That album is literally perfect. That album is pure perfection. And it's just hard to top an album like that. Like that GNX might be a 9.5, which is amazing. If you know how hard I rate albums, a 9.5 is insane. So to give the Blue Lips a 10, a perfect score, it's just hard to beat an album like that. Like Chromacopia was great. Chromacopia was great, but Chromacopia just not pulling me back to it. Like it was great though. Solo is a lyrical genius, but he's simply not musically inclined. I don't. I would say he's not of the par of a Schoolboy and a Kendrick as far as musically inclined. Uh, B1K Cole said, "People hit me and thought I was crazy when I got Blue Lips above Gen X. Nah, bro. Blue Lips is legit perfection. 90059 is a really good album. It's a really good album. My favorite song from that album is Wanna Ride with Isaiah Rashad. And y'all gonna put some respect on Isaiah Rashad too. Um, he up there too. He up there too, because I got him above J Rock as far as like content, well, music. I think it's um like if we're talking about rappers, it's Kendrick, then it's Q, then it's WAP, then it's Soul, then it's J Rock. Yeah. Soulberg is really good. Shit, Herbert was good. I just haven't had a chance to really get back to listening to the album yet because of all the stuff that happens. That's the one pitfall about the type of reactions we do and the way that we try to the way that we craft them, because we shoot them in a way that isn't like a normal reactor would. We don't shoot our reactions through OBS or anything like that. Like you said, I just got StreamYard, the real version of it, like 2 days ago. And like y'all said, I don't want to risk the quality of anything. So I would much rather do it the old fashioned way and shoot it on the camera, edit it in Premiere, and then put it out. And that way we can still give y'all the three angles, the cinematic cuts and all of that stuff. Just want to give you the best quality that we possibly can with what we do here. So that kind of takes away from the ability to just like churn out reactions. You feel what I'm saying? But Soul Burger was good. We did a reaction for Soul Burger. Sadly, the audio got corrupted, so it didn't come out. But we did a reaction to Soul Burger, and that album is really good. TDE did a clean sweep on 2024, and the West did an even cleaner sweep. Because if you haven't heard the album that Anderson Paak put out with the No Worries, that was a really good album too. It was just sad, but it was really good. I hope he's okay. Actually, that breakup sounded like it really took a toll on him. But that was a really good album. TDE is just great. Crazy how all of those artists produce quality. That's a fact. But that's because Punch and Top make them take the necessary time to make great albums. When they ready, it's not always when they're ready. You know what I mean? And they make sure that everything is perfectly tailored for them. My bad. Everything is perfectly tailored for them when it's their time to drop. I just saw, well, I came across the open mic that Doja did where she had Issa Rae as the voice in her head. That's like that's such a simple but perfect addition to that, because it goes back to the show Insecure when Issa was rapping in the mirror. It's just everything about how they execute at TDE is why I love that label so much, because they get it. They know how to um they know how to push their artists behind the scenes. They know how to promote and excel and like push their artists to excel in front of the camera, and they make sure the music is always dope. You know what I mean? So like I it's I think they the best label this side of the 2000s. Like you got early or like the later stages of Rough Rider, uh Cash Money, Young Money. TDE, it's an argument for TDE, bro. And exactly, they still do artist development. You can tell they did exactly what they needed to do. So when Doechii was ready, she hit the ground running this year. That's another album that was really, really good. Like I could probably cheat my top 10 albums and y'all wouldn't know unless I just told y'all like I did. Um, but I wanna do it the right way. I could get those 10 albums off, but I haven't. I was supposed to do a reaction to it. Um, but I haven't watched it yet. We didn't do a react Sandman, we didn't do a reaction for Blue Lips. We did an actual album breakdown though. We did an album breakdown for Blue Lips, and it's fire. It's fire. You should check that out if you haven't. We did a reaction for Chromacopia though. We did do a reaction for Chromacopia, and we did a breakdown for Alligator Bites Don't Heal too. Let me see. King Panda. 2024 felt like a year without much to expect at first, and then it blew up immediately with Blue Lips and kept up the momentum for the whole year. Exactly. At the beginning, I was like, dang, it's kind of dead. And then, like you said, Blue Lips dropped. And shortly after that, We Don't Trust You dropped, and it was out of here. It was out of here. J. Cole did what he did, but J. Cole is probably having one of the better ends to 2024 than anybody else other than Kendrick. You know what I mean? Like J. Cole showed, and I got my own feelings about J. Cole, but J. Cole found a way with him and his team to perfectly satisfy the needs and desires and temperament of his fan base and maintain what they feel like is his integrity. I mean, I don't feel that way, but his true fans, they feel like with all of the stuff that happened this year, he landed on his feet and kept running. Where can I find your To Pimp a Butterfly reaction? When that came out, I we weren't doing none of this stuff. Um, but I think we're gonna start going back and doing. Oh, Dre, what's good? I think we're gonna go back and do some stuff like some guided listens. We have this thing on the paid side called Revisit, where we revisit previous projects. Like we did one with Forest Hills Drive. Um, it kind of changed how I felt about that album a little bit. We did one on Watch the Throne. I think those are the only two revisits we have so far. But yeah, what he said, Cole is fine, but he can't talk that I got the deadliest pen in the game talk no more. Okay, Dante, we're gonna have a discussion real quick. Okay, J Cole, man, do I want to say this or do I want to make a video? Okay, I'm gonna say this real quick. J Cole has ran one of the best cons in hip hop history. But the thing about it is, when J Cole gets put under pressure or he feels like he has to overextend his humility, he starts to leave holes in the persona he built and shows that his persona that he's been living since Forest Hills Drive is manufactured. I say that. I say that. J. Cole isn't he's not a bad guy. I don't think. But I just think J. Cole is not who he is who he's not who this persona has been built around him to be. He's not that guy. He's not that guy. Um, but don't get me wrong, J. Cole has some really good bodies of work. The warm up is amazing. Friday Night Lights is really good. Um, I came to the realization that Forest Hills Drive is his best album, but given that I don't think super highly of Forest Hills Drive says a lot. Um, I think um I just think I think he always wanted to be a great rapper. I just don't think his artistry followed him up that hill. Um, J. Cole, he just doesn't have the full package to me. He can rap really, really well, um, but that's where he's at though. J. Cole isn't as creative as his status should entail. K said J. Cole is the Carmelo Anthony of rap. Everybody knows he's dope, but if the ship a playoff spot on the line, he will disappear and disappoint you. Kind of, sort of. Um, Down in Dixie, my Bama brother. J. Cole is a shadow boxer with a weak punch that didn't break skin, so he jumped out the ring before he get his ass whooped. I agree with that. I agree with that. But also, if you go back and listen to a 7 minute drill, he took some pretty deep digs at Kendrick Lamar. And I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it because once it's all is fair in love and war, right? I just I just thought it was weak of him to like cut Kendrick off at the knees before he could respond. You know what I mean? And you go back and you listen to songs like Johnny P's Caddy, Secret Recipe, 7 minute drill, first person shooter, and some other songs. Heaven's EP. He had smoke for Kendrick for a long time. He did a song on
a feature with Justin Timberlake after the Control. He been shooting at Kendrick for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I it came out on 7 Minute Drill. And the reason I can stand on that is because a lot of the stuff he was saying in those other songs was exactly what he said in 7 Minute Drill. And it was just like he got the chance to say what he wanted to say to get all of that off his chest. And when it was time for him to be responded to, he stood out in front of that crowd of all of those fans and put Kendrick in a position where he couldn't respond and he would seem like the aggressor or the bully. Cole said, looking at how this year ended, I think he left the battle because it would have, if he would have got in that, if he would have got in there, it would have completely devalued the podcast he dropped and the anniversary of 4 Years Drive. Cole, since your name Cole, I'm gonna talk to you like I'm talking to J. Cole. I get that. You should have never dropped 7 Minute Drill then. Because if you knew you had this going on, you shouldn't have even stepped outside like that. You should have put it in a you should have did a response like in a verse, got you like 2 bars off, and went on about your business. You made this something it didn't have to be, bro. And then when you saw that people weren't all the way on your side, you backed out because you knew if that was your best punch, you were gonna get annihilated because people wanted more. You know what I mean? And it's like you 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 went to talking crazy and you earned whatever was coming and you knew that. And then you put Kendrick in a compromising position. You got on that stage, you spoke highly of him after you just slapped him in the face 2 days prior. And then after you did that, you still kept the song on there for a week until your first week numbers come back. If I'm Kendrick, I'm taking all of that as disrespect. I'm taking all of that as disrespect. Because where I'm from, me personally, where I'm from, the neighborhood I grew up in, you don't want friends like Cole. From what I saw he did, you don't want friends like that. You don't want friends like that. You don't want friends like that. Because those are the type of friends that they might not do something to you, but they'll let something happen to you. And I ain't with that. Yeah, D Willis, his credibility is shot. I agree with that. He put himself in a very compromised position, man. J. Cole can rap. J. Cole can rap his ass off. Even after the beef, when we reacted to Play the Collard Greens, um, that's some of the I think that's his best verse ever. I think Play the Collard Greens is J. Cole's best verse ever. The only thing that I got close to that is probably the second verse on Dead Presidents 2 from the warm up. That was probably J. Cole's best rapping ever. But it's just he's in a weird spot now. Let me go back through some of these and I'm gonna respond to a couple of these and then I'm gonna get out because it's time for my kids to get ready to go to sleep. But yeah, Elbow, we in Alabama, Birmingham, born and raised. Um, this is dope, man. I'm glad I was able to get on this stream and do this with y'all. Let me see. Arrogance is the common weakness and all of this, just like Drake knew he was going through contract negotiations, but chose a battle of killer 100%. Like you, the hubris, man. That was the word that I learned to use a lot after we did the year end, not the year end, but the battle in review. It was hubris. These niggas was just got caught up in their own pride, bro. They got caught up in pride, and that stopped them from properly respecting their opponent. That's the worst part of all of this. Cause no, roll tide. But really, I got my bachelor's from UAB, so it's kind of go Blazers and go Trojans because I got my master's from Troy. But yeah, hubris is it always pride come before the fall. Pride goes before the fall, however that saying goes. But um, but yeah, J. Cole played a very dangerous game, but he had such a loyal and dedicated fan base, and he built a persona that speaks to him being humble when it's really just him staying out of the way. He was able to land on his feet. But like the grand scope of hip hop, at least the people who think like me, we know that this is a stain that's not gonna go away. And I feel like that's why the fall off hasn't dropped yet too. He had to he dropped the even though he had already been working on the podcast, he dropped that probably a little earlier than he intended to. Um because he had to he had to re-garner that fan base. He had to not garner. He had to what's the word? He had to reinvigorate his fan base. And they've done excellent branding the last quarter to get the fans back on his side. After Port of Antonio, I think he realized he couldn't do it with current stuff. He did 100 gigs, but he did it 10 times better. He's a good guy, not a genuine guy. There's a huge difference. Gen X Gemini, I think he's a nice guy. I think the operative word is nice. I think he plays the nice guy, and he's not genuine. Cole said the fall off is going to be his last album. All signs point to being part time. That's cool. That's perfectly cool. Like, even like, bro, in my heart of hearts, I hope J. Cole genuinely drops a classic album. He need one. He needs one. He really needs a he really needs a classic album. Exactly. Like, he still says like, "Hey, I don't know if y'all heard my song or not. Y'all should check this out." J. Cole, they at your show. You got a sold out show in the Garden. Of course they know the song, bro. Like, come on, man. It's just he's nice to he played a humble thing too tough, and that's why it comes across as disingenuous. And anytime he get put under pressure, or anytime he get to talking too much, he say something he shouldn't say. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he talk about his insecurities regarding Kendrick all the time, and talk about how this friend. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's weird energy from him regarding Kendrick, and I think it's just rooted in jealousy, not of him as a person, but just what he's accomplished. Drake and and Cole saw Kendrick as a little dude. He was in a class up under them, and then he started to progress um fast, and he got the ears and hearts and minds of the culture. Like, every time he dropped, like, it was getting studied, it was getting put in colleges. Like, they were creating classes at Harvard to study Kendrick Lamar from his first album. You know what I mean? So I can see how that would have somebody feeling the type of way. You know what I mean? Especially in a competitive thing. And my whole thing is, there's nothing wrong with that. You just should have owned it. You just should have owned it, bro. King of Hannah, if Cole really felt so strong about his relationships with Kendrick, then the way he dug at him, especially in 7 Minute Drill, is insane. It's disingenuous to the person he wants to be. Exactly. Uh, AC, just because you don't shoot the gun, I mean the gun ain't deadly. You did shoot. Exactly. You did shoot. You shot. That's the thing. You shot, bro. And you shot a full clip too. Because nobody had dropped a full diss song until you. If you go back and look at this year in review, what's up, buddy?
You know where the remote is?
I don't. Yeah, we finna wrap this up. But yeah, he dropped the first full length diss track that came out before Push Ups, Euphoria, Taylor Made, anything. 7 Minute Drill came out first. He really struck this off, bro. He threw the first punch in a brawl and then stepped back as everybody got to fighting and said, "You know what? It's so crazy that they're over there fighting." In Port Antonio, he called them thirsty. He called them prideful. You feel what I'm saying? He took a lot of shots. Then he said that they was using the bots and digging up dirt on each other and all this and that. And then just spoke like he was so above it. And then at the end, start groveling to Drake. It was Port Antonio is disgusting. Like, for somebody who really listens to hip hop, it's disgusting. Yeah, we just listened to it. Is that Michelle VC? We just listened to it. He called them cheaters and attention seekers. Exactly. He called them thirsty. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was just wild, bro. Yeah, I agree. We did Cole, we did a man in the garden a lyric breakdown. It dropped sometime last week, I think. He dissed both of them. You feel what I'm saying? He dissed both of them on Squabble Up too. He dissed both of them on Squabble Up too. Let me see. Cole, I mean, no. Don't make that baby have to turn the channel using the knob. That's crazy, Elbow. Let me see. This was great, man. This was just a test, and y'all just pulled up and showed love. Let me see if there's anything I need to address before I get up out of here. Because I gotta help my boy find this remote. Definitely rooted in jealousy. He thinks Kendrick's success. Yes. I saw a video, somebody shared it to me. If I find it, I'll come back and put it in the comments. But he was talking about how he feels like Kendrick and Cole, how Cole feels like him and Kendrick share the same lane and Kendrick getting all the love. But it's like, bro, y'all are miles apart artistically. You threw dirt onto Pimp a Butterfly when that's better than anything you put out in your entire career. Like, it's insane. And then had the nerve to talk about sleeping music. Like, you didn't put out Truly Yours, Force Years Drive, For Your Eyes Only, and KOD back to back. Like, it's not that they are put people to sleep, but they're that tone, like the soul music. It's like, bro, like, come on, what are you talking about? Like, just a complete loss of awareness. You know what I mean? And I just feel like him and Drake have that, and it's so um it's just it's why they're in the situation they're in now, where they're looking behind, and Kendrick is looking forward. He finna high step into the Super Bowl and into a stadium tour. Stadium. We can do a stadium. You know what I'm saying? He had the highest grossing rap tour of all time, and he went on tour with him and Baby King. Look who Drake had to take on tour to beat him, and look how long he had to stay on tour to beat him. Kendrick has been doing the work. Facts, internal and external. I tried to listen to KOD when it dropped, and it didn't make it past the fourth song. It's not that good. It's not that good. He tried to recreate Damn in his own way, and it didn't turn out that way. Even with the person talking in the background, it was weird. The color scheme to it and everything, trying to be more commercial. Um, the duality, you know what I mean? Like, he really bit down and tried to recreate it, and it didn't work. And he stole the aesthetic from To Pimp a Butterfly and tried to make For Your Eyes Only. It's wild. Like, you really look at them, like, J. Cole been biting Kendrick for a long time. For a long time. It's really disgusting. And then I'm gonna do another live where I talk about J. Cole really might be a grifter. Like, all of the stuff that they be saying about Kendrick, J. Cole really might be a grifter. J. Cole brings up black trauma with no perspective. He just say, I'm from where niggas get shot. J. Cole definitely got classic songs. We're not gonna do that. I Get Up is a classic song. Dead Presidents 2 is a classic song. Lights Please, classic song. Losing My Balance, classic song. Crooked Smile, classic song. January 28th, classic song. J. Cole got classic songs. We not gonna do that. Like, I'm talking crazy about J. Cole, and I mean it. But I will also say that J. Cole got a slew of classic songs. Yeah, I don't know how this happened, but hey, the crazy thing about it is it expressed itself over time. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into this live. As y'all can hear, the kids is going crazy in the back. I'll probably try to do these once a week, maybe. And on some of them, we'll be able to get DJ in. But yeah, man, this was great. I think the next time I come back, we probably gonna talk about Cole being a grifter, Cole rehashing black trauma, and Cole being afraid of the sophomore slump. So he's been putting freshman songs out his entire career. Well, freshman albums out his entire career. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't, go check out that Gloria lyric breakdown that we did today. If you want to become a Patreon or a YouTube member, do that. All that good stuff, man. I appreciate it. We out of here, man.